A stray pregnant cat came to an animal shelter, and soon after, she gave birth to a very special kitten. When the doctor examined the cat and her babies, he discovered something incredible. Back in 1987, at an animal shelter in Montana, workers brought in a homeless pregnant cat. Shortly after she arrived, she had 5 healthy baby kittens. The babies did great, growing up to be as fun-loving and sweet as their mother. But after several weeks, the people working there began to notice something odd. At first, they weren't concerned, but one kitten began to look quite different from her brothers and sisters. The kittens didn't have much fur yet, but this little one had whiskers that were bent and curly. The workers had never seen anything like this before, and even though she looked unusual, she was completely adorable. However, they were concerned that her weird whiskers might mean something was wrong with her health. As the kittens grew bigger, they all became more fluffy, but each day this special kitten looked more and more different. It wasn't just her whiskers that were curly. Her entire coat was wavy and twisted. She looked like someone had crossed a poodle with a cat, totally different from her brothers and sisters. No one could imagine what wonderful things were about to happen. The kittens continued to grow stronger each day, but this one kitten still worried the workers, so they chose to share what they had noticed with the veterinarian. When the vet looked at the strange cat, he was amazed. "In all my years treating animals, I've never seen a cat with fur like this," he told the workers. He knew cats like this could be real, but actually seeing one was extremely rare. What puzzled him was that none of her brothers and sisters looked the same way. He examined her thoroughly and did lots of tests. Everyone was happy when all the test results showed she was perfectly fine. She was totally healthy, just amazingly one of a kind, and ready to find a loving family. While her mother and siblings were quickly adopted, people considering taking her home felt uncertain about her unusual coat. They weren't sure how to take care of such strange fur and worried if they could manage it correctly. But even with these concerns, the shelter workers completely adored their special kitten. They put her photo in the town newspaper and loved all the interest she received. Even though no one adopted her immediately, many people visited the shelter just to see her incredible coat. Time went on, and the little cat still had no home, so the vet chose to do more research and ask other professionals for advice. After enough studying, the vet made an amazing discovery. He found someone who could help them learn more about the kitten's unusual fur. They reached out to Jerry Newman, a famous breeder of Persian cats, asking her to examine the kitten. Newman was thrilled to agree, eager to meet such a unique cat. When she got there, Newman couldn't believe her eyes. "I've never seen anything exactly like this before," she told the shelter workers, completely fascinated. Even though she owned some of the most gorgeous cats in the country, the shelter kitten interested her more than any other. Wondering what babies this cat might have with a Persian cat, Newman decided to adopt her right away. In the 1980s, thoughts about breeding and shelter policies were much different than today. Unlike modern shelters that typically require cats to be fixed before adoption, this wasn't standard practice back then. Newman told them she wanted to breed Miss DePesto, the name she chose for the kitten, and the shelter workers said yes. They believed in Newman's good breeding practices, knowing she treated her cats like treasured family members rather than just business. Since Newman's cats lived freely in her home rather than in cages, Miss DePesto quickly made new buddies. While Newman tried to figure out the mystery of her history, she faced a surprise challenge. As Miss DePesto grew older, her mischievous behavior challenged Newman's patience, though her loving and fun personality made up for it. When Miss DePesto reached adulthood, Newman paired her with a purebred Persian cat. Newman was extremely excited about their babies and wondered how they would turn out. To her delight, Miss DePesto had a group of beautiful, healthy kittens, and some of them inherited their mother's wonderful curly fur. This outcome made Jerry extremely happy because it proved that the special curls could be given to future babies. This was the start of the rare and highly desired cat breed known as the Selkirk Rex. Miss DePesto's babies included 6 kittens, 3 with curly hair and 3 with straight hair, all equally lovable. This demonstrated something very significant. The curly hair trait could come from just one parent, showing it was stronger than the straight hair trait. Newman didn't want to quit there. Concerned about Miss DePesto's health, she decided to give her a break from having too many babies. Instead, Miss DePesto was permitted to care for her kittens for a long period. Since Newman kept the curly-haired kittens for more breeding tests, she began a breeding program, mixing the curly-haired kittens with other kinds of cats. Breeding them with Persian, Himalayan, exotic, and British short-hair cats produced fascinating results. Some babies had short curly hair, while others had long, gorgeous curls. These cats were larger than most others and had thick, amazing coats, but they required very careful grooming and care. Over the years, Newman worked tirelessly to keep these special cats healthy and beautiful. As Miss DePesto got older, Newman decided to end her breeding work. Even so, Miss DePesto and her favorite black Persian partner stayed together, enjoying their companionship for the rest of their lives. Sometime later, Miss DePesto became well known everywhere. Her children continued her special heritage with pride, and from worldwide cat shows to elegant exhibitions, the Selkirk Rex breed received praise and recognition, thanks mostly to Miss DePesto's pioneering spirit. Even with their initial enthusiasm, Jerry Newman and the shelter workers encountered many challenges as they tried to introduce the Selkirk Rex breed to the world. Many people in the cat world were skeptical and questioned whether a new cat breed should be recognized. Not giving up, Newman and the shelter team made it their mission to educate people about the Selkirk Rex breed, organizing workshops, classes, and information sessions to spread knowledge and clear up misunderstandings about curly-haired cats. As years passed, Missy DePesto began to age. Her once boundless energy became quieter and more peaceful. She didn't play as vigorously as before, preferring instead to rest in the warm sunlight. But even as she grew older, Miss DePesto remained a beloved part of Newman's family, her gentle presence bringing comfort and joy. Then one day, something beautiful happened. Miss DePesto's kittens, now adults and living independently, gathered around her, cuddling up against her in a display of love and support. Newman watched in amazement as her precious cat was surrounded by her children, their soft purring filling the room with peace and tranquility. A few moments later, Miss DePesto took her final breath, surrounded by her kittens and the woman who had cherished her since they first met. It was a heartbreaking but beautiful moment, demonstrating the lasting connection between people and animals and the profound impact they have on each other's lives. In the days following, Newman and the shelter workers felt heartbroken about losing their dear friend, but they also celebrated what she had brought to the world. Miss DePesto's story had moved people's hearts all around the world, encouraging them to value differences and the strength of unconditional love. After Miss DePesto passed away, Jerry Newman spoke out more about how vital it was to care for homeless cats and provide them safe havens and shelters. If that pregnant stray cat hadn't been rescued, she often said, an entire new breed of cat might never have been found. She spoke against the heartless act of abandoning pets, highlighting that rescuing the pregnant stray cat led to an incredible discovery. Through various programs and events, Jerry educated people about the struggles homeless cats face and what actions they could take to help. She emphasized how crucial it was to bring stray cats to shelters where they could receive proper care and attention. Newman also shared helpful tips about how to care for a homeless cat and what to do if someone found one that needed assistance. Additionally, Jerry urged families to consider adopting not just kittens but also grown cats that had been living on the streets. She stressed that these cats, like Miss DePesto, deserved loving homes and places to be valued and cared for. Meanwhile, Newman continued looking after Miss DePesto's kittens, working diligently to develop the Selkirk Rex breed. As the kittens matured, people began wanting to adopt them, but Jerry Newman was extremely cautious about allowing Miss DePesto's kittens to go to new homes. She understood why people wanted to own an exotic cat, especially one as special as a Selkirk Rex, and she was committed to ensuring the kittens would go to homes where they would receive the love, care, and attention they deserved. Before permitting any adoption to occur, Newman established a complete process of screening and investigation. She carefully studied potential adopters, examining closely their backgrounds, lifestyles, and reasons for wanting a cat. "I won't risk these kittens' well-being," Jerry said strongly. In some situations, Newman even visited the homes of people wanting to adopt to see their living conditions personally. She wanted to witness for herself if the environment was suitable for the kittens, ensuring they would have enough space to run, around, play, and explore. For Newman, the kittens' welfare was most crucial, and she wouldn't compromise on that belief. She knew that finding the right homes for the kittens would require time and patience, but she was willing to wait for the perfect families. Eventually, Newman decided to allow the kittens to be adopted, believing fully that they deserved to be part of families that would love and treasure them. As each kitten found its forever home, Newman felt proud and fulfilled, knowing she had helped bring happiness and companionship into other people's lives. Newman's careful attention to detail and strong commitment to the kitten's well-being demonstrated how important responsible pet ownership is, and the deep bond between humans and animals. As the kittens adjusted to their new homes, Newman's heart filled with pride, knowing she had positively influenced their lives through her constant dedication and care. Jerry Newman not only transformed the lives of Miss DePesto and her kittens, but also encouraged many others to become advocates of stray cats and supporters of animal welfare. And as the Selkirk Rex breed continued to flourish successfully, Newman's legacy lived on, demonstrating the power of love, compassion, and the enduring bond between humans and animals. Even after Miss DePesto passed away and her kittens had been adopted, Newman remained dedicated to caring for animals in need. She committed herself to the pets in her care, making sure each received the love they deserved. Newman's passion reached far beyond her home. She actively supported shelters with her knowledge and resources. This generous spirit had led her to Miss DePesto, and her drive to help homeless animals only grew stronger. Newman became a symbol of hope, her unwavering dedication encouraging others to support the human-animal bond. Her legacy of compassion continues to inspire caregivers everywhere. 25 years after Miss DePesto's babies were born, researchers at the Vienna University of Veterinary Medicine acknowledged the Selkirk Rex for its outstanding genetics. Among all known breeds of curly cats, the Selkirk Rex holds the honored position of fourth. However, it has a major advantage over similar breeds like the Devon Rex and Cornish Rex, which can lose their hair, and the Leiperm with fine hair. Today, Selkirk Rex cats breed only within their own line due to their unique, thick, curly fur, earning them the nickname cats in sheep's clothing. Short-haired varieties show plush, toy-like curls, while long-haired ones display adorable yet dignified waves. Modern Selkirk Rex cats are gentle, friendly companions who enjoy attention and get along well with children and other pets. With thick fur for warmth and 15 to 20-year lifespans, they make ideal family members. These former shelter cats now live in luxury homes worldwide, appearing at international shows and winning prestigious awards. Their journey demonstrates the remarkable transformation from ordinary cats into beloved companions celebrated globally. The Selkirk Rex continues to flourish, its curls representing strength and grace. Thanks to Jerry Newman's endless work and many supporters, the breed has earned its place among cherished cat breeds. But here's where this heartwarming story takes a shocking turn that will leave you speechless. Sorry for the interruption. Before we continue with the story, I kindly ask you to like the video and subscribe to this channel. It is very important for us. Thank you very much. Researchers just found out something incredible about Miss DePesto's family tree. All Selkirk Rex cats living right now, every single one, come from that one small kitten someone found at a shelter in Montana. We're looking at thousands of cats around the world, all related to Miss DePesto, with only about 8.4 generations between them and their shared great-grandmother. This is one of the most extreme examples of a tiny gene pool in cat breeding history. When we figured out that a whole breed started from just one cat, we knew we needed to dig deeper, said Dr. Serena Filler from the University of Veterinary Medicine in Vienna. But the most shocking find was still ahead. Remember how people praised this breed for having varied genes? Well, researchers found a troubling genetic contradiction that caught everyone off guard. The cats that should be the best examples of the breed, those with 2 copies of Miss DePesto's curly gene, are actually seen as flawed by breeding rules. These cats with matching genes lose lots of hair when they're young and grow weird features like huge ears and skinny bodies, the ideal Selkirk Rex cats that win competitions. They're actually genetic mixes with only 1 copy of the curly gene. It's as if the breed is built to never be completely pure, said Dr. Barbara Gandolfi, who found the gene change. The more you try to make them genetically pure, the more health issues you cause. And here's the last crushing twist that will shock you. This breed, which became well known for honoring genetic variety and giving hope to shelter cats everywhere, is now suffering from the same health issues it was meant to prevent. Because their family includes Persian and British short-hair cats, many Selkirk Rex cats are getting kidney cysts and heart trouble, the exact genetic diseases that careful breeding was supposed to stop. Miss DePesto's wonderful gift of being genetically special has turned into something with both good and bad sides. Now, as researchers study Miss DePesto's genetic influence around the world, they've found a scary fact. Every curly cat alive carries not just the beauty of that first gene change, but also its hidden risks. The very variety that made her unique has become a genetic danger, and the breed that began as a tribute to being different now shows us how fast genetic wonders can become genetic disasters. What began as a touching rescue tale has turned into one of the most complicated genetic mysteries in the animal world, showing that sometimes the most wonderful discoveries come with the biggest costs. Did you enjoy this story? If you were at the shelter that day, would you have picked the kitten with curly fur? Let us know in the comments below. If you like the story, subscribe to this channel and leave a like. Sometimes those who look different are the ones who make a big difference. They just need someone to believe in them. Thanks so much for listening. See you in the next video. Have a great day.